I okay, I had some issues with Chris. We came to the States together. We drove from Los Angeles up to Portland. What happened was, in Portland was pretty much a bit of a party town up there, and Chris started to smoke a lot of weed, but Chris was a bit of a ladies' man, and he kept cheating on me. That's the truth. And we didn't like have pages or mobile phones back then. And sometimes he would leave for the matches and not come home for like 2 or 3 days. I couldn't drive. Chris was cheating all the time, and I was very, very, very well. Not only did it hurt my self-esteem, I was only what 22 years old. It made me feel really bad. Well, Billy Jack told me he was cheating. He said, but he said he'd asked Chris about it, and Chris had said, well, it's like if you had a steak every night, occasionally you would like a piece of chicken. Billy told me that Chris said that, and then I got it that Chris New Year's Eve was actually he asked me to. I actually cooked a lot of food on New Year's Eve, and Chris never came home for about 3 days, and I kind of like was so angry at Chris. And then Billy said, "Well, I would be happy with the steak," words to that effect. And look, we'll get you a car, we'll get you driving. And if you think about it, I didn't have any family. All my family were in the UK. I really didn't have any friends. I was I didn't drive. I was alone in an apartment in Portland, and the only and my boyfriend was cheating with. I mean, girls would call the house all the time, and Billy was like the only person I had to talk to at the time, and he was nice to me at the time. So I thought that he was being really sweet. And so I didn't say, "Oh, I need a green card." I just thought I need a friend, and we did have a relationship, and we didn't really like fall deeply in love, or it didn't end up lasting. But at that time, 30 something years ago, I literally didn't have anybody else to really turn to. So I said in my book that I was really grateful to him because he seemed to care at that time for me, and I had feelings for him back then.